The time is 7:05 in the morning time on this Thursday morning, November 5th, 2020. It's time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Thursday morning, November 5th, 2020. Good morning to y'all this lovely Thursday morning, November 5th, 2020. It is 7:05 in the morning time on this Thursday morning, and the Norton temperature is 57 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel Morning News at the 7:05 a.m. 5 minutes after 7 is President Trump supports protests at Arizona Vote Counting Center as the U.S. vote continues amid Trump legal challenge. In Portland, Oregon, National Guard called into the city amid widespread violence after election. And Denver police clash with protesters. Joe Biden wins Wisconsin. Trump sues to stop ballot counting in Michigan. The Onion mocks Mitch McConnell's opponent $90 million war chest, says she burned cash in lavish concession bonanza. Trump campaign asks judge to order Georgia election officials to follow long, strong counting absentee ballots. Troubled prejudice has more flooded than surface. Settle America before it heads toward the U.S. AstraZeneca expects COVID-19 data this year. A Fort Hood soldier has been arrested in the killing of Chelsea Cheatham. Riot declared in Portland as writers smash windows. And protests over volcano sweep through Minneapolis, Portland, and other cities. Remains of missing Los Angeles firefighter found in Mexico. Nate Silver wants AP and Fox News track called Arizona for Biden. Denmark plans to cut out the 17 million mint to stop mutated coronavirus. COVID-19 death toll in Oregon hit 75 outbreak reported at Fred Meyer Distribution Center in Clackamas County. Israel forces leave 41 children almost after raising in Palestinian UN said. Yitzhak remain in the case for courage. North Korea bans smoking in public places, protect lives and health. Indonesia enters recession, GDP slips 3.5% in quarter number 3. People with long-term exposure to air pollutants may be more likely to die from COVID-19, according to a new study. 20% of New York City residents had COVID-19 by early March, study says. Police arrest 30 in Portland and New York City amid election protests. Former high school for sale again in Attleboro. Developer plans to raise former Briggs Hotel downtown Attleboro, replace it with an apartment building. Adam Scanlon in North Attleboro keeps win streak alive with 14th House District victory. North Attleboro, the first town. Council of North Attleboro history has met in a variety of venues. Miss Matt. In Rockland, the former Rockland teacher sues district with discrimination as the former teacher, the guidance council attorney, said in the court filed she was discriminated against after she suffered a mental health crisis. Limit man wants to know who's buried in his mom's grave. Father Bill switches the delivery for annual Thanksgiving dinner. Looking at stocks now up 367.63 at 27.8, 47.66. SP 5 up 74.28 at 34.43.44, and Nasdaq up 430.21 at 11,590.78. And hundreds of protesters across Boston demand officials to count every vote. GDP USD dumps 50 pips of BOE rate, cut the negative reports. Features jump at potential Washington gridlock, signals less regulatory risk. Starling case study finds us about COVID-19 cure who shed virus for 70 days. active COVID-19 outbreaks at Colorado social gatherings at schools and more. Twin Falls women arrested after related police under chase. South Korea OK single test for COVID-19 and flu. ULA Scrubs. Wireless by launches SpaceX ready prepared market for GPS mission. And now sports time. 49ers leading on offense and marking when Calvin Benson not practicing. What expect from Tom Brady and Joe Brand's Buccaneers debut? And the Boys 76er salary expects $10 million, maybe $12 million. Peter Cello's time is 7:10. Time now for Peter Cello traffic and transit check on this Thursday morning. Baby! On the MBTA subway system looking good. Commuter rail and the ferries they are looking good. Okay, take a look at the province and vicinity. It's Route 4 a little bit slow at the east credit stretch, but it's looking good in the province and vicinity. Out at East Bay, Newport Bridge on the eastbound side, a little bit slow, westbound a little bit slow, 195 eastbound a little bit slow between Route 18 and New Bedford out of 230 and Fairhaven, 24 northbound side, so between 149 and Route 44 out of the right at the top area. Out of the gate, looking good. Out in 95 on the southbound side, it's looking good between 128 and Canton North. 95 northbound side, a little bit slow on 128 Canton, 24 slow between 139 and Stoughton and 128 Canton, 495 on the southbound side, a little bit slow to Franklin stretch. 7 Expressway, northbound side, also between Quincy down to Dorchester, and 93 southbound side, so between Somerville down to St. Bridge down to Boston. Route 1 southbound side, also the Charlestown stretch. 3 on the southbound side, a little bit slower, 128 at the Burlington, and 128 at the northbound side, a little bit slower at Route 2 in Lexington, and 190 on the northbound side, a little bit slower on the West Boylston stretch, and Western Massachusetts highways are looking good. And in Connecticut, 84 westbound, a little bit of Newtown, Connecticut, 95 on the southbound side, a little bit slower between Bridgeport and Stamford, and up in northern New England, New Hampshire looking good, Maine ditto, and Vermont, 91 a little bit slow, London, New Vermont, and 91 southbound side, a little bit slow upstate Vermont. Peter Cello news time is 7:12. It's time now for Peter Cello traffic and weather report. Latest on Nita. Now, tropical pressure with 30 mile per hour winds, 1,006 millibars, located at 14.5 in the north, 87.0 to the west, and movement west northwest at 8 miles an hour. And for Monday morning, heavy rainfall from Ida will lead to catastrophic night flooding and flash flooding and river flooding across portions of the Central America, along with landslides areas of higher trade. Flash and river flooding is also possible across Jamaica and Southeast Mexico and the Cayman Islands and western Cuba. And Ida's forecast to regain the tropical storm strength over the northwestern Caribbean Sea late this weekend. All the details of the future track intensity of Ida are uncertain. There's a increased risk of impacts from wind and rainfall with portions of Cuba, southern Florida, and the Florida Keys this weekend and early next week. Meanwhile, closer to home, it is going to be a taste of Indian summer at the longest period of time, as it'll be most sunny conditions, dry weather will well above normal temperatures are anticipated for early next weekend during dominant high pressure, as our next stretch of precipitation looks to be around the middle of next week, but it's still a little unclear on the details. A much milder start for 7 to wake up during the prior mornings with current temperatures in the mid-40s out lower the mid-50s, but it's mostly clear across most of the 7 to wake up. This morning, we don't have an area of patchy fog or stratus. In fact, the parts of eastern Connecticut, much of right out in the parts of southeastern Massachusetts, they consequence of light and calm winds and flood. 2 points in the low mid-50s, a fog should be anticipated in short order, However, given an increase in trends of the sky cover across southern Connecticut and long out of coastal New Jersey, the sky cover forecast across portions of the 7 weeks. So we go into some questions. The GeoZeroZ, HREF shows this area of low clouds filling in this area. Stay progressive. Forecast centers at sites such as New Bedford, Falmouth, and Nantucket would indicate a mixed PBL by mid-morning when any clouds be at the west gathered. Something to watch as the day progresses out. It's mostly clear skies for the rest of that area. We'll see mid-level clouds come later today. We start a significant warming trend and don't change the high, which should reach into the 60s and may approach 70 across parts of the Merrimack Valley and the Lower Connecticut Valley, and we'll see a southwest breeze develop, strongest near eastern southeastern Massachusetts by afternoon around 29 miles an hour. Forecast goes like this. It's going to be patch about for 8 miles, mostly clouds, and then gradually come in the same time at 68 degrees southwest spot, 6 to 30 miles an hour. Guess that's 23 miles an hour for tonight. Increased skies low at 51 degrees and southwest about 8 miles an hour. And for Friday, most of the skies are at mid-morning and then gradually clear at high 71 degrees and low at 48 degrees. Southwest about 6 to 9 miles an hour. For Saturday, sun skies about 70 low at 46 degrees. Light west wind. And for Sunday, sun skies about 6 out 46 degrees. Calm wind. And for Monday, most of the sun skies about 70 low 51 degrees. Light southwest wind. And for Tuesday, most of the sun skies 6 out low 55 degrees. Southwest about 69 miles an hour. And for Thursday, check the shots mostly clouds about 68 degrees. Southwest about 711 miles an hour. Gust size 21 miles an hour. Chest rate is 40%. Right now, not in it. Right now, Norton, it is 57 degrees overcast skies. That's going to be for the Peter channel. Morning news on this November 5th, 2020 on a Thursday morning. Peter J. Wiggins, you have a good morning, goodbye day. Stay safe, be positive, be healthy, be well. We'll see you at noontime for a noontime. Hope you have a good morning.